when it comes to regular old video game compilations, they're usually just cheap stuff that the developers just put together because they want to keep the fans waiting. Sonic the Hedgehog is no exception to this. The most recent Sonic collection, Sonic Origins, is just everything else any other game compilation can go for. And I guess Sonic 3 in that game is bad? At least that's what I've heard people say. However, I am an enjoyer of Sonic Origins, but it's not my ideal Sonic collection, and I don't think it's anybody's ideal Sonic collection, to be honest. However, in the 2000s, we would get the Nintendo GameCube, which would mark the day Sega would stop making consoles and would start making stuff for other consoles, mainly Nintendo. Since we're talking about game compilations, there's one definitive Sonic collection that I think often to go back to. That's right, Sonic Mega Collection. Now, Sonic Mega Collection is probably a nostalgia trip for a lot of you. I mean, I didn't grow up in that era. I wish I did. But anyways, this compilation includes the main 3 Sonic games and, alright, so every Sonic game that was on the Genesis, not including Sonic CD and Knuckles Chaotix, along with unlockable games, which take forever to unlock. So if you're thinking it's gonna be a walk in the park for you to just unlock the games, well, don't expect it to be too easy, but we'll get back to that later. One of the good parts about Sonic Mega Collection is the presentation. I feel like it's clearly showing you that this is Sonic's past because, like I mentioned earlier, Sega were no longer in the console business, and they decided to just kill the Dreamcast and give Nintendo fans Sonic Mega Collection, and the presentation of this game is pretty cool. I absolutely love the menus, and the music is probably one of the best parts of the game, not gonna lie. Overall, the game's presentation is pretty good. Now, my most favorite part about Sonic Mega Collection has to be the extras, which includes artwork of the characters throughout the years, and it really shows what evolution the characters have gone through over the years. Videos such as a Sonic Adventure 2 battle ad and a Sonic Advance 2 ad, which, fun fact, the music used in the background in that ad was the beta music for Leaf Forest. It also has a History of Sonic video, which isn't too crazy. I mean, it's not a bad job at telling Sonic's history. It's kind of lacking, but I feel like it gets the job done. And it includes the intro to Sonic CD and the closing to Sonic CD, which, by the way, I forgot to mention this. Sonic CD was supposed to be on Sonic Mega Collection. According to Yuji Naka, ex-lead of Sonic Team, the game wasn't included due to strong constraints. However, 3 years later, Sonic CD would be in Sonic Gems Collection under the PC version. He also said that they were going to include the beta of Sonic 1 into this game, which would have been awesome. But unfortunately, they could not find the demo. Aside from illustrations of the characters and videos, the game also includes Sonic Archie comic book covers for you to look at, with one of them being fully readable, which is Sonic Super Special number 3. It also includes the Knuckles comic book series covers for you to look at, along with all the other Super Specials, I find it weird how Sega included these comics into the collection, because for years it just seemed like a sin that these comics existed. So it was really good at the time to see Sega acknowledging the Sonic comics, and I find it really cool. Along with that, the extras menu music sounds good. Like, it probably made a lot of us feel something, like it sounds like we're going through a museum of memories. Neat. Another thing Sonic Mega Collection includes are the manuals for the games included, which is a new addition. I mean, it does include info about the games, of course, along with some other pointless information. Overall, I would say this is nothing too crazy. Now let's get on to the main core of the game, which is, of course, well, the games. Like I said earlier, this game includes every single Sonic game that was on the Sega Genesis, which is Sonic's birth console basically, along with unlockable games like Knuckles and Sonic 2, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Flicky, which is an arcade game, Rystar, which is a bit of a shocker, and my most favorite out of all the unlockable games, Blue Sphere. Yeah, Blue Sphere. And if you live in Japan, you also get the Ooze and Comic Zone. I don't know why they're locked behind Japan, but okay. Like I mentioned earlier, these games are hard to unlock. Like for instance, if you want to unlock Flicky, you have to open up Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine 30 times. But that's nothing compared to all the rest of the games. If you want to unlock Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you have to play both Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles 20 times, which if you add it up, is a grand total of 40 times just to get Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And if you want to get Rystar, oh boy, good luck with that. Yeah, good luck. I haven't even unlocked Rystar yet, and it's hard to unlock, really, it is. And you're going to need all the rest of the unlockable games to get it. And all the games that are already unlocked, I think they're the original Genesis versions, because I think Sega emulated these. Jeez, they don't do that nowadays, do they? So Sonic 3 does have the original music from the original game, and not the prototype music from Sonic and Knuckles Collection and Sonic Origins. I mean, some of the sounds in the game sound weird in this game, but overall, these are some solid emulations of the original Genesis games. 2 years later, they would re-release this game on the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox, and they called the game Sonic Mega Collection Plus. Yes, that was a thing. That actually was a thing back then. I didn't even know that they were using Plus on a game way before they started using it on other games, right? But anyways, Sonic Mega Collection Plus does lower the presentation a little bit. Like, the menus aren't as good as the original GameCube version, in my opinion. They did add some extra games into this, which are Sonic Game Gear games such as Sonic 1, Sonic Chaos, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Sonic Drift, and oh, that one. Yeah. It also includes 30 more comic covers to look at, and the Ooze and Comic Zone are finally on this collection in the US. But yeah, they're hard to unlock. Along with that, they replaced all the videos from the GameCube version and replaced them with an animatic and a storyboard and the final product of the Sonic Heroes intro and the Team Dark intro cutscene. So to be honest, I think the original Sonic Mega Collection is one of the best Sonic collections ever made. Even one of my favorite game compilations of all time. Because nowadays, Sega just puts on cheap garbage to keep the fans waiting. But you can tell that this game was nurtured with love and care. I highly recommend this game, if you're willing to sell at $50. Anyways, that about does it for today's video. Don't Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this, because it really helps small YouTubers like me get out to more people, and I thank you for watching this video. Have a good day, afternoon, evening, night, whatever, and I'll see you guys later.